I was skeptical about this one at first. I'd seen a few fifth wheel hitches come and go, and most of them felt like they were designed by engineers who'd never actually hooked up a trailer after dark in the rain. Then I borrowed a friend's CURT 16315 for a weekend haul from Phoenix to Quartzsite, and the thing just worked. No cursing, no wrestling, no why did I think 30K was a good idea moments. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What sold me was the handle. It's one of those ergonomic, self-resetting jobs that sits right at hip height, so you're not bending over like a question mark every time you need to crank the thing up or down. I've used hitches where the handle was either buried under the kingpin box or so stiff it felt like you needed a chew of Copenhagen and a prayer to budget. Not here. You pull, it moves, and when you let go it snaps right back so it's not sticking out into the next lane of traffic. That might sound small, but after 500 miles of towing, small wins add up. The head itself is where CURT really shows its money. It's a multi-directional, cast yoke design, which basically means the jaws can pivot a little in every axis. You're not fighting lateral sway every time the wind gusts or the road humps. I towed a 28-foot fifth-wheel camper through some serious crosswinds on I-10 near the California line, and the trailer tracked straight as an arrow. The old hitch we had would yaw about 6 inches side to side with every semi-passing. This one? Almost none. Less strain on the hitch, less drama on the driver. Construction-wise, it's all cast steel main body. No welds that look like they were done in a high school shop, no thin stamped plates that flex when you're backing into a tight sight. The kingpin box is beefy, the base plate is thick, and the whole thing has the "this will outlive my truck" heft. I've seen cheaper hitches where the first time you drop the tailgate on the hitch it sounds like a gunshot because something's already cracked. This one just thunks and keeps going. One detail that surprised me was how quiet it is. The roller assembly, sold separately, by the way, has sealed bearings and a grease fitting, so it doesn't squeal like a stuck pig when you're doing a low-speed K-turn into a tight campsite. I've had hitches that sounded like a squeaky toy every time I moved the wheel, and it's distracting when you're trying to focus on not jackknifing into your neighbor's picnic table. Installation is straightforward if you already have the CURT 16311 legs or 16312 roller kit. The head bolts right onto the existing baseplate using the same hardware that came with those kits, so no extra drilling or wrestling with mismatched bolts. I had mine on in about 20 minutes with basic hand tools. If you're starting from scratch, you'll need the legs or roller, but once you've got that foundation, swapping heads is a breeze. That modular approach is smart. You buy the head once and upgrade the base only when your truck or trailer gets heavier. I also like that the handle is on the side, not the top. When you're hooking up in a tight spot, you don't have to crawl under the trailer to reach it. Just step up, grab, and lift. That alone saved me from a hernia on move-out day last month. And because the handle resets itself, you can do quick adjustments without wrestling with a stiff lever every time. Now, nothing's perfect. The head itself weighs about 80 pounds, so if you're a one-person crew and your gym membership expired last January, you might need a hand lifting it onto the base plate. Also, the grease fitting on the roller is on the underside, so you'll probably need to crawl under the trailer to lube it unless you've got one of those flexible grease guns. Neither of those are deal breakers, but they're worth knowing before you buy. All in all, if you're towing a big fifth wheel and you want a hitch that's quiet, durable, and doesn't make you feel like you're wrestling a bull every time you need to adjust it, this CURT 16315 is worth the investment. It's the kind of gear that disappears into the background once it's working right exactly how it should be. You'll find the link below if you want to take a closer look. Safe travels and happy hauling.